Sunday at the Nürburgring. On lap 30, Simpson driver Emma Kickert spins while leading. Her car comes to a complete stop in the middle of the track, but then rolls forward slightly, triggering a collision with March 16 driver Fiona Watson, the result of which directly caused the retirement of Watson from the race. As the video shows, Kickert's car is far enough away from the racing line that multiple cars are able to pass her by without incident. However, the car is already visibly rolling towards the racing line, suggesting that the brake is only partially engaged, if at all. This causes Adriatica driver Võsu to take evasive action around the outside of Kickert's car. At this point, Watson attempts to drive past Kickert's car on the opposite side. However, the gap has clearly closed up significantly at this point and contact between the two drivers ensues. The subsequent collision involving checkmate driver Andrzej Kremnicki and Watson occurs after terminal damage had already been caused to Watson's car, and is therefore regarded as irrelevant to the incident at hand. This is avoidable contact. Kickert contends that her actions following the spin were an instinctive reaction to Võsu's car approaching hers. However, from the outside, the only action Kickert appeared to take was in allowing her car to roll. However, it must also be noted that Kickert's car was plainly visible, as shown by onboard footage from approaching cars. Although Watson has stated that visibility was poor, this is not shown by the cameras. Regardless, when Watson arrived at the scene of the incident, Kickert's car was already effectively blocking the track, especially when combined with Võsu's, which left Watson with little option but to collide with Kickert's. A similarity has been raised between this incident and one involving former ARWS driver John Bean at Brands Hatch in 2023. In that instance, Bean reversed back onto the track before stopping just as traffic approached him. However, in this incident, Kickert's car came to a complete stop in the middle of the track without her deliberately placing herself in that position. As such, the ARWS Sporting Department has taken the view that these incidents, while appearing similar, are not comparable for the purposes of meting out supplemental discipline. Furthermore, a similar incident has also been brought to the attention of the Sporting Department. On lap 6, Adriatica driver Võsu also spun in the same location, with a similar outcome. Her car also rolled forward slightly, triggering minor but negligible contact between herself and Andrzej Kremnicki. Since both incidents are similar, a similar judgment shall be issued to both drivers. To summarize, this is avoidable contact. Neither Emma Kickert nor Võsu have been previously penalized since the reformation of the ARWS. The ARWS Sporting Department has issued a 15-point penalty to both Emma Kickert and Võsu. In addition, all ARWS drivers will be formally advised in the drivers' meeting at the German Grand Prix that due care should be taken when attempting to rejoin a race, and unsafe rejoin attempts will be met with points penalties.